Amazing viewers and subscribers, a pleasant day to you all. Welcome to my channel. So I heard that the court in Kaduna, I think so, has ordered the former Kaduna State Governor Malam Nasir El-Rufai to pay certain elders from the southern Kaduna community 900 million naira in compensation. Now, not just Malam Nasir El-Rufai alone, but also the IG of police, the police force, who were also accomplices in all these. They allow themselves to be used. They are also to compensate the elders from that community. Now, you see why I have been talking about the importance of the people who are coming together to form a coalition. I have looked at all these people and still looking at more people coming on board, and I can tell you for a fact that His Excellency Peter Obi, is top notch. So far so good. They have not been able to put a stain on the image of this person. I can tell you, if I say these people get something against Peter Obi, they don't release and sins, because the hatred they have towards him is way too much. Now, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, out of bitterness, grievances, or whatsoever, demands not met, promises not kept, just shifted to SDP recently. And then I saw a video of him talking about how people have seen the SDP as the only political party they can rely on, and I just laugh and just wave that aside. He moved, and then looking for a way to bring other people. And I said that most of the people who are coming together to talk about this coalition stuff, especially Malam Nasir El-Rufai and others, it is basically for their own personal interest, though, not the interest of the people at all. Now tell me, if you have Malam Nasir El-Rufai, who has intimidated people, who has arrested people and detained them unlawfully, calling for a coalition, how you think say that kind of person go one lead well? You think say that person no go become something else, even worse than Tinubu, if he gain power? I'm going to the reading part of the report, carried out by one of the media houses, and then take a look at how people have been reacting to this. But before that, let me quickly show you this video where a prominent figure, person of Peter Ambe, has come out to talk about this whole coalition stuff. Now,
the elite consensus should be that what is the state of the Nigerian economy, and if you can't say you can't have elite consensus, because at the end of the day they are very also important in a way, but they are minority when it comes to the population that will go to the ballot, that will go to vote and make somebody president. The majority of Nigerians have different views. Like I've said, many Nigerians, how many of them will have the courage to have come without entrenched political backup, without governors, without House of Rep, without senators, and then come to the ballot to put their resources and the resources of their friends and say they want to be president on behalf of the Nigerian people. That's how committed people could be. If you watch what happened in 2023, many Nigerians always believe to go to party, do they have governors? Do they have senators? So that they can have some kind of elitist authority, some kind of entrenched political backing. But a man walked up and said, no, and Nigerians can decide for themselves. Nigerians can make this decision on their own. And in 2023, since 1999, nobody has ever defeated Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Lagos. He was thoroughly beaten and defeated in Lagos. And you see in Abuja, he was thoroughly beaten without a single political establishment, like they say, governors, senators, and all the rest. So it is a coalition of Nigerian people, no structure. They even said it. It was even a national item for the APC. But when the election result came out, they were reading the version of Psalms that was giving them consolation. So you cannot have a situation where you want to jettison the interest of the people, the intentions of the people for the good governance and development of our country, to say that no, we are elite and that our interest matters most. So none of them could have come out. Today you are not talking of a coalition where the elite want to come around and say, okay, let's build this concept, let's go along with Nigerian people, or let's have somebody that will present to the Nigerian people. And a lot of people also want to contest. Peter Obi won't go to primaries and be bribing people. You know that. So what chance is going to go on his credibilities, on his credentials, and say, Nigerians, this is where I stand. I stand for you, and I want to do this. So I'm carefully just studying the whole process, advising as much as I can advise, and say, look, let's put aside our personal interest. Because I have run for president before. Nobody's saying I shouldn't run for president. I'm from Kogi State. Nobody should stop me. Everybody I could go and get the party and pay the fees and run for president. But I'm saying no. Let's do something that will cost. Look, there's something I'm 100% sure that nobody can defeat that. Let me tell you, this wasting government that you are seeing people are buying yachts, flying, buying plane and all sort of things. Obi won't do that. I am 100% sure of this with my chest after 25 years of practicing party politics. So you can see the interest of the people. So it's not something you can't imagine. Okay, get other former governors. I mentioned their name as vice president. Let's see what happens to the social media. So these are you can relate with the data in the public. They are out there. It's just that people are ignoring it deliberately. They're ignoring it because of selfish interest. They're ignoring it because they feel, oh, why should it be? No, I'm not from Southeast. I'm not an Igbo man. I'm not from his place. But I'm telling you this, we must throw away tribal politics this time. Must throw about regional politics. Obi had never come from any country and said, look, I'm going to contest based on where I come from. He said, vote for me based on who you think I am. What you know of me, what I've done. My record should be put before the Nigerian people. So we are not coming to this election. And nobody should go to this election without taking side. I've taken side. I've decided. Because for so long, I keep on playing politics. Oh, let me check up. No. I'm not going to do that. Nigeria is in serious trouble. Nigeria is in serious economic crisis that we need somebody hands-on who knows how to manage our financial resources and know how to where to put money and how to put money that will make the lives of the people better. You can't, because you can't say have free education, for instance, and there's no free education anywhere. We can't say we have a lot of money to have roads. There are no roads anywhere. You know, there's priority in governance. I used to tell my friends, I said, you have governors that are not seen well. Why should I be government of approving this? Oh, we didn't build airport. There's airport in Ebonyi. It's not working. The airport, people are building airport where it cannot work. Why can state governors be doing train station?
The people coming together to form this coalition, they already know that OB is a force to reckon with. They already saw the wave that OB was able to pull in 2023. There was no backing from any governor or whatsoever and all that. Like serious backing, say, we are campaigning for this person, we are doing this. No. There was no such thing. Yet OB was able to, pull that kind of crowd. And they all saw it, including the EL-Rufai. He saw it. Even though he walked against it and denied it and did all that, today, Karma came knocking at his door. And there is now a rift between him and Tinubu. And you see him going back to go and collect Peter Obi. They know deep down that in 2023, Peter Obi actually won that election. They know. And let me tell you, I still believe that Peter Obi can still, win. Even without all this nonsense coalition they are talking about. I know that Peter Obi can still win. They are shouting, yes, he needs the North, he needs the North. A lot of Northerners also voted for Peter Obi. Even though he did not win in most of the states, yes. A lot of Northerners voted for Peter Obi without the support of those that people going to tell them, go and vote for Peter Obi. They did. Because they needed that change. So I feel all these people now, when they try, all these things, they are trying to drag Peter Obi into this coalition talk, which of course, a lot of Nigerians saying, with the way Nigerian politics is patterned, Peter Obi cannot do without this coalition. He just needs to align with the North and the rest. Omo, that talk, they piss me off, sha. But let's assume it is going to be it. These people clearly want to use Peter Obi. And that is why I feel that any talk when they talk say, we have to give Peter Obi vice. Omo, that's a no. That is something that I feel Peter Obi should reject immediately. And even if they are going to give Peter Obi the presidential ticket, I believe that Peter Obi should outline the whole agreement stuff. Because I do not trust these people to maintain the whole thing to the end. You know why? Because they are not after the interest of Nigerians. Even the way they shout the North has been marginalized, they are not even after the interest of the poor Northerners. They are after their own interests and their family members. So it is clear. I would love a situation where these people want to give Peter Obi, the support without even rallying around to say, you have to make sure at least 40% or 50% of people in your cabinet will come from the north. You also have to make sure that I don't want any such agreement, because now part of waiting they kill us. So before you know, they'll start bringing list of people that need to be compensated, even when they lack what it takes to be there in power. Shebi as Peter Obi rule Anambra, you know the kind of people when go carry come, and those people performed. Peter Obi will look like we appears like someone that once he win, he doesn't mind giving somebody like Dele Farrow to me an appointment. You know why? Not because Dele Farrow to me, he's trying to compensate Dele Farrow to me, because he knows that Dele Farrow to me will work, and he knows that even if he, Peter Obi, suggest something that is evil, someone that like Dele Farrow to me will say, no boss, this is not going to happen. So also the likes of Kenneth Okonkwo or Lumide Akpata, we can just go on. But if we have all these people saying, we are going to support him, if eventually, I doubt they will. Because all this stuff when they say, ATIKU offering Peter Obi VP ticket, as much as I don't want to believe it, I don't want to rule it out completely. And that's absurd for me. That's a no-no for me. Even if you leave ATIKU's own now, and then you say, oh, EL-Rufai, say, I'm going to support Peter Obi. Do you know the conditions of EL-Rufai? Do you know the condition he's going to give? That's like dining with the devil. Shena, because maybe probably amidst Tinubu did not meet the one that he requested, and that is why we are seeing all this today. And now, you see the EL-Rufai shouting like he cares about Nigeria so much. Now they say him that they tell to go compensate elders from a community in the state for unlawful arrest and detention. Let me read that part of the report. The Federal High Court in Kaduna has ordered former Kaduna State Governor Nasiru El-Rufai to pay 900 million naira in damages for the unlawful arrest and detention of 9 elders from the Adara community in 2019. Justice Hawa Buhari delivered the ruling on Tuesday in a suit filed by Awemi Dio Maisamari and 8 other elders from southern Kaduna. The court found that El-Rufai violated the fundamental rights of the elders and held him liable for their illegal detention. The court also directed the Inspector General of Police and the Nigerian Police Force to pay 10 million naira each for their roles in the arrest and detention. Counsel to the Adara elders, Gloria Balasin, welcomed the judgment, calling it a significant step towards curbing abuse of power and ensuring accountability regardless of any immunity office holders may enjoy. This judgment marks a watershed against abuse of power and accountability for abuse, whether the occupiers of the office are temporarily shielded by immunity or not. Mrs. Balason stated, even when people in authority enjoy immunity, it does not warrant executive lawlessness. This ruling echoes a similar 2017 judgment by the Federal High Court in Abuja, which awarded 40 million in damages to Chocolate City Group President Audu Maikori over his unlawful arrest by El-Rufai's administration. Akinola saying this is what they would have been doing to OB, LOL, but nothing to pin at all, nothing. Johnson saying tinubu trying to silence anyone that is against him, and they will have 45 saying they have put a target on his back. Soon he too would go beg Tinubu to accept him back in APC, and also saying he should pay it. Man committed so many atrocities as the governor of Kaduna State. He did southern Kaduna people dirty, and they will have Michael saying, I want to be informed when this judgment is executed. Well, the question remains, will Nasiru El-Rufai and the Nigerian police force pay these elders from this community? You know, this judgment by the court, tells a lot about the person of Malam Nasiru El-Rufai. Now, it is not even the first time, according to reports being carried out. You saw where similar thing was revealed to have happened in 2017. Unlawful detention, and tomorrow you have this person shouting patriotism, shouting like he cares about Nigeria and Nigerians so much. For goodness sakes, I am sure these elders only cried out because of the constant killing that was taking place back then under the El-Rufai's administration in the southern part of Kaduna. So they didn't warrant them to be unlawfully arrested and detained. Will El-Rufai pay this money? I do not think so. Will the Nigerian police force pay this compensation? I do not think so. Now, will the courts do something, to enforce them to pay this? I doubt so. But why I'm even talking about this thing is to let us as Nigerians see the kind of people who are calling on OBI to come and join them to form a coalition. Now, if these people can go as far as unlawfully arresting and detaining people, you can imagine what they have planned out, mapped out if they gain much more power. You can imagine what they've mapped out already. El-Rufai is someone before now that has been known to be, a tribal extremist, religious extremist. Like, there's just something about him, that pisses you off. There's just something. He's just one person that has displayed, it is about me, I am selfish. It is about me, I am selfish. That's just how I have seen him. Look at him. After he left, what happened? They even disclosed, say, allegedly, he misappropriated fund. And then he said these are moved by his enemies. Why they no do Peter Obi the same thing? Why was no such thing raised about Peter Obi? So all these things brings to mind a lot of questions. I beg, it me very important to people where Peter Obi, as they call for coalition, so it me very important the people where they come from this coalition. A lot of them, yes, there's an interest, but trust me, the interest is not for the people. It is for them. I am just here watching and see how things unfold. Before the end of 2025 or probably early 2026, we'll get to hear more about this. God keep us alive. We'll see how this thing is going to unfold. Thank you so much for watching. Kindly do leave your opinion in the comment section. Do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the notification bell the moment you subscribe. That's where you get to know as soon as I publish video. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you so much for all the support. God bless you immensely. Please keep watching, keep subscribing, keep commenting. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you guys in my other videos.